Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
No matter where you hide your fake and substandard products in Nigeria, we will uncover your location, seize your goods, and arrest you. The Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria tells unscrupulous importers as the SON impounds more than 10 containers carrying various products found to be substandard, plus sensitization on product registration as the SON takes campaign to marketers at the popular computer village in Ikeja, Lagos. The program is Standard and You, and I'm super excited to be with you on the program today.
My people, SON no be pikin. SON na Standards Organization of Nigeria. You be importer, I be exporter. You don register the market where you dey sell for son. Standards Organization of Nigeria dey call you now to come register wetin you dey sell for Naija. This na to make everything wey dey Naija market get standard. If you never register, na im be say if dem gbab you, you go pay all the gbese and na your pocket go hear am. Sharparly, go register the market or product wey you dey sell for any SON wey near you. For Standard Organization office, you go get correct information wey go help you know how you go take register. For more tori, visit SON website wey be www.son.gov.ng. Standard Organization of Nigeria, una dey improve life through standard.
You're watching Standard and You. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo. Are you one of those unscrupulous importers who still bring in fake and substandard products into Nigeria? You are advised in your own interest to desist from this illegal business or risk losing such products. This is because it is no longer business as usual. Take a look at this story.
These are containers loaded with various goods ranging from refrigerators, cooking stoves, toys, and electric cables. They were intercepted on the road by officials of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, who were on a 24-hour surveillance on major roads across the metropolis. Upon investigation, it was discovered that importers of these goods made false declaration with the aim of concealing and denying government of duty on the products.
Most of these things are outright false declaration by importers, unscrupulous importers. They lie. They take advantage. For instance, this one they were all declared as plumbing materials without real brand and without a known country of origins. They got permit from us to import plumbing materials. They ended up importing stoves. Commercial quantity. This one, children toy, they are classified as life endangering items. We take them seriously. They declare toys and they brought something that are hazardous to children. We cannot allow that happen. We cannot allow that happen. Some of these things are toy, but they'll be harmful to children. They are not registered. There's no traceability. No country of origin. And it's substandard and clearly life endangering. Our cable industry is one of the most matured in Africa. We export cables. Cable is a combination of copper and other necessary elements. Here, in order to mislead the people, they imported a whole couple of containers of cables. They labeled them on electrical materials. And here, they wrote 100% copper, which is not true. Easy Joy has not been registered or tested with us, so we had to apprehend them. And they are all from one major point of entry. We should desist from patronizing substandard goods. They are all clearly non-acceptable. The fact that government is trying to create an enabling environment for the ease of doing business does not give anybody permit or permission to harm or kill Nigerians. We'll frown at it. We'll apprehend this, we'll test them. Whenever they are not conforming, we'll destroy them. And we'll not only stop at destroying them, we'll sue them and if need be, recover money for the destruction of such things.
Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, who expressed concern over the volume of seizure, especially life-danger products like electric cable, pointed out clearly that the SON will continue to come up with strategies to tackle the menace and ensure that importers of such goods are brought to book.
They got permit to import machineries. So we gave them discount in order to grow our economy, in order to assist them in production, in order to create an enabling environment for them to manufacture. They turned around and imported finished products. They imported fridges, refrigerators, meant destined for United States, and they declared it as raw materials and machineries and spare parts. This is misleading. This is evil. We will not condone this.
The activities of the unpatriotic importers, he stressed, have had serious negative impact on local manufacturers whose products are exposed to unfair competition.
It's our primary duty to protect Nigerians from effect of substandard and non-conforming goods. We cannot sacrifice that at any time. So what we do is to monitor these things, particularly the life-endangering items, from entering into Nigeria, from entering into the market. It's our solemn duty to defend Nigerians from hazards of substandard goods.
The SON, he explained, will conduct further investigation on the seizure to establish the quality of the goods.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria has advised dealers on phones and allied products to register their products with the agency. This is following consumer complaints on the prevalence of substandard phones and computer accessories in the country. I was at the sensitization held at Computer Village in Ikeja, Lagos.
For more than 2 hours, business at the ever-busy Computer Village slowed down as officials of the Standards Organization of Nigeria engaged sellers of computers, phones, and accessories in a product safety education and exercise. The event is coming on the heels of complaints by consumers. They took turns to educate operators of the market on the need to register their products with the Standards Organization of Nigeria and dangers of patronizing manufacturers of substandard phones and accessories. They told the marketers that the products have direct impact on Nigerians, hence the need to ascertain the quality of phones, accessories, and computers.
SON want to save your money. We want you to have value for money, and then the customers that buy your product should also have value for money. The government of today has issued executive orders, particularly on ease of doing business. And one of the key points of doing business and making it easier is transparency.
It is just illegal to sell unregistered product in the Nigerian market. In other words, every imported product must be registered. That is the only thing that gives you the approval to sell that product in the Nigerian market.
Engineer Richard Adeomi, head electrical and electronics of the SON, took time to demonstrate how to ascertain the quality of phones. According to him, the agency will not compromise on quality, adding that it will continue to promote standardization among the various stakeholders.
*#06#. There are some phones, if you are receiving call and you enter your room, it will cut off signal. Except you go out again. There is a minimum receptive power that is expected of the antenna that is built into your phone. If that is not happening, we will check it. Because the moment you enter your house, you say the signal here is bad. Somebody will enter your house, he will be making call, you will say, what happened? It is because you are going to choose the wrong phone. A lot of us will buy phone in the market so that you will come and show your family is rubber. You will not remove the nylon. You will not ask them to test it for you. and then you get told you remove the wrapper, and then you begin to assemble it. Suddenly, let me tell you, so has been on the shelf for 2 years. The battery will not perform again. So whether you use it or not, the chemical reaction in the battery continues. So the quality of the battery will go down. And that is why it is good for you to know the date of manufacture of the phone you are buying.
SON's head, Customer Feedback and Collaboration, Mosumola Samuel, emphasized the need for customers to insist on quality by checking basic information on their phones before purchase. She advised dealers to also make basic information about products available to consumers.
Consumer, know your right to be informed, your right to protection, your right to safety, your right to get value for your money, and your right to redress. Come to Customer Feedback and Collaboration Unit of Standards Organization of Nigeria. Report them. We are interested in your feedback. We will fight for your rights.
There were reactions to their presentations.
As a committed association, we will always do our best to make sure that the quality of products that we give to our consumers meets the standards that you people reels out.
My people, SON no be pikin. SON na Standards Organization of Nigeria. You be importer, I be exporter. You don register the market where you dey sell for son. Standards Organization of Nigeria dey call you now to come register wetin you dey sell for Naija. This na to make everything wey dey Naija market get standard. If you never register, na im be say if dem gbab you go pay all the gbese and na your pocket go hear am. Sharparly, go register the market or product wey you dey sell for any SON wey near you. For Standard Organization Office, you go get correct information wey go help you know how you go take register. For more tori, visit SON website wey be www.son.gov.ng. Standard Organization of Nigeria, una dey improve life through standard.
Last week, we brought you an in-depth analysis of the Standards Organization of Nigeria Conformity Assessment Program, Mancap. This week, as we promised, our focus will be on the Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program, Mancap. Manufacturers of products in Nigeria, this episode of the program will interest you. What is the impact of Mancap on the Nigerian economy? I have with me in the studio Mr. Teso Oguduwem to tell us all we need to know about this scheme. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you.
What is Mancap?
Mancap is Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program, a conformity program set in place by Standard Organization of Nigeria to ensure that made in Nigerian goods are competitive and comparable to those ones produced any other way abroad. They meet international standards and they can be bought and sold freely in Nigeria, and consumers will have value for money when they buy it.
Nice. What informed the introduction of Mancap?
The Nigerian products most of the time were considered by the consumers as being inferior to the imported ones.
Yeah.
Apart from that, they were also considered to be substandard in terms of value. So Standard Organization in Nigeria in 2005, as part of improvement of the quality of our products, we brought up the program to ensure that the products are comparable to the ones imported abroad, because the issue of substandard goods was an issue for us, and in order to introduce the Mancap program, the WTO, that is the World Trade Organization, insisted that we have to do another program for the Nigerian-made product, so that there will not be a technical barrier between the foreign-produced products and the locally made one. So to assure parity and level playing ground, we have to bring in the Mancap program so that the goods manufactured in Nigeria will be at same par with those imported into the country.
So what is the impact of the scheme on the manufacturing sector?
The manufacturing sector in Nigeria before now has suffered the issue of having made in Nigerian good being looked at as being inferior.
Yeah.
But with this program, which we have in place now, their product are being tested right from the raw materials to the finish of the product to assure them and also assure the consumers at the end that the products are good quality and comparable to anyone in the world. Two, it will also help them in reducing manufacturing waste because the process gives them flow processes to ensure that their raw materials are adequately utilized to give them the best result at the end of the day.
So can you take us through the process of Mancap?
Approach the nearest SON office to them,
Okay.
obtain a form at a particular fee. Presently it's charged at 5,000. That is for the bigger companies, but for the SMEs, it is sold at 1,000.
Wow.
And once they do that, they fill the form with the information that is required. They return it to the nearest SON office. The form is assessed, and then the inspection is scheduled, where the officers of SON go to the production site of the company and follow up the production from the receipt of the raw material to the production and the packaging of the finished product to ensure that the product produced in that facility meets the Nigerian industrial standard requirements.
So how has the nation benefited from this scheme?
Well, the products that are produced in line with the Nigerian industrial standards, which we give the certification called Mancap to, are comparable to anyone produced in the world. And Nigerians buying them can testify that they give them value for their money. And so that will help the economy to grow because made in Nigerian goods are sellable and they will give you value for the money you are paying for. It takes almost 90 to 180 days for the process to complete. Yes, but with the government directives on the ease of doing business, tentatively we have given that it will go for 90 days, but we are working hard to ensure that instead of the manual process we do presently, we digitized the process so that you don't even need to go to a nearby SON office. Once you have internet and websites, you can hook into a SON website. Then you will see application for Mancap certification. You fill the form online, indicate what you want, and the form will be sent to the nearest SON office involved. We review it online, particularly where you are doing the production. So that office will be notified online, not physically again, that you have made a form and the form is ready. They will process it. The only physical thing is the visitation to the factory. We cannot digitalize the visitation to the factory. So the individuals who are experts in that field will go to the factory, confirm the process, and after that, the certificate is issued to confirm that the product you are producing meets requirement. Many a times, sometimes during the visit, certain products will not meet the requirements, but our officers are trained to guide. Our purpose of visiting is not to close the factories, but to make sure that they produce in line with the requirement of the standards. So also provide information and guide manufacturers to produce to the requirement of the standards. Any product that is well packaged will definitely attract. And my encouragement to the manufacturers is they should up their game so that their packaging material will be also of good quality. Because the totality of the product is not just in the product in the packet, but the packaging is also part of the product. The manufacturers need to know the standards the world subscribes to are a minimum. The standards are not the zenith. The standard provides a level minimum playing ground.
Okay.
The best of the manufacturer will go for the zenith. So if a manufacturer chooses to be at the minimum and he meets the requirement, you explain to him, but you cannot force him into it. Maybe the economic indices are what are affecting him.
Okay. So how would you describe manufacturers' reaction to the program over the years?
Manufacturers in Nigeria are excited about the Mancap program. We have numbers that before now we're even finding it difficult to cope with their requirement. That is one of the reasons why we're making the process digital, so that the processing will be faster and the turnaround time will be as expected of them. Because we're in a dynamic world where the businessman wants quick results. Well, like I said earlier on, we're doing manual approach, paperwork, but we're going digital, which we have value to the customers. They don't need to travel distance to buy forms. And once it is digital, one, the form will be free because you are not buying a form, you fill it online. Nice. So that will reduce costs. And the SON staff who are responsible for processing don't need to travel a lot of distance. The only distance to travel is only when you are going to do the inspection. So that will enhance the process. And the Nigeria-made products, in line with the requirement of the standard they are subscribed to, will be comparable to anyone produced in the world.
Your advice for manufacturers?
Come along, get your goods certified to the Nigerian Industrial Standard, which you are part of. And the Nigerian Industrial Standards are not inferior to any standards in the world. The world has become a global village, and whatever is in that standard is what is obtained elsewhere in the world. So come on board, make your products competitive globally.
Thank you, sir, for coming to the program.
Thank you.
I've been talking to Deputy Director, Product Certification Directorate of the Standards Organization of Nigeria. The program continues shortly.
Hello and welcome to the feedback segment of the program. I am Halimot Osifo. We are glad to know that you're viewing our videos online, but please don't just view, like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll be glad you did. Our first message here is from Ochigbo Friday. It says, I would love to hear that SON has banned Tokumbo tires because it has killed many Nigerians. These tires are condemned abroad and are brought into Nigeria for sale. Sure, the Standards Organization of Nigeria will not relent in its efforts to rid our market of fake and substandard tires, especially fairly used tires. Let's embrace quality and buy only brand new tires for your safety. Abdul Yaya says, kudos to your good work, son. Please, where is your office in Kogi? Thank you, Abdul. Our office in Kogi is at Rufus Kukwalata Street, off Lugard Road, after police headquarters, opposite Crowther Memorial College, Lokoja. Jonathan Abednego says, hi, please, I want to know more about SON. The Standards Organization of Nigeria is a government agency saddled with the responsibility of protecting consumers from fake and substandard products. Our vision is to improve life through standardization and quality assurance. For more information, you can visit our website on www.sun.gov.ng. Ipuyelu from Anambra says, where will I locate Sun's office in Anambra? Our office in Anambra is at Professor Ben Chooks Avenue, Abuja Estate, Onitsha Estate Expressway, Oka, Anambra. Atiku from Bonu says, I love this program. Please tell me more about it. All right, Standard and You is a public sensitization program sponsored by the Standards Organization of Nigeria to help you get value for your money. For more information, stay tuned. Mohammed Mansour says, very instructive, good job. Thank you, Mohammed. Daniel Berger from Benue says, keep up the good job. Sanitizing the manufacturing sector in our country is a task we must achieve, certainly, but not without your support. Report any case of fake and substandard products to any of Sun's offices near you. You can also call us or send a message to the number 0705 972 4455. And that's a wrap on the feedback segment of the program. Follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. You can also send a mail to the address thestandardandyou@gmail.com. Join us next week for another interesting episode. And remember, we have videos online. Search for Standard and You on YouTube. View, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Enjoy the rest of the day.